And we're doing our best here, folks. And speaking of doing our best, I hope you're doing your best considering the heat that we've had today. Let's hop to it here. We had 90 degrees for the high yesterday. So far today, we have hit 96 as our high temperature at TF Green. And guess what? It just takes one more to round out what is technically, I think, going to be a heat wave here for southern New England. Just a reminder, a refresher, if you will, on a not so refreshing day. For a heat wave to happen in this part of the country, you need 3 days of 90-degree high temperatures or higher. And I really do think we're going to get that third day tomorrow. But then things change. So let's talk about all of it, starting with satellite and radar. Not much to talk about here. High pressure is still in charge. It is a calm and clear day. It is just so hot. Right now, you can see the Providence Skycam, beautiful with a blue sky, but temperatures not so beautiful. Still 96 in Providence right now. It's still 93 in Smithfield, 89 for Westerly and Newport, and New Bedford at 92. And by the way, just to show you one more time in case you missed it earlier in our first weather forecast, you'll notice the heat indices are even higher as expected in the triple digits right now for Smithfield, for Providence, New Bedford and Taunton, and even Newport and Westerly feeling like 94. That's brutal for any time of year. And again, our average high temperature this time of year is 84 degrees. So clearly we have surpassed that point. Even our low temperature, we should be at give or take 65. We're going to be much warmer than that tonight, just like last night, with most of us on either side of 70. Providence and North Kingstown, for example, putting you at 71, 70 for Newport, and 69 as we look to Smithfield. So it's not going to be super cool and refreshing tonight. It's not going to be awful, but it is going to be pretty sticky still, and temperatures again going to be relatively uncomfortable. Now tomorrow the discomfort continues. Temperatures back into the low to mid 90s in spots, with the beaches in the upper 80s. Still humid as well, still very sunny, so you're going to get those feels like temperatures right back up into the low to mid 90s. Look across the map here as we get to Wednesday afternoon. It feels like we are very close to triple digits as we get to our inland cities especially. So another day of our heat advisory, no surprise at all there, and another day of this extreme heat. But it has to come to an end at some point, and that some point is going to be as we get into Wednesday night and Thursday. What happens here? Well, our cold front finally moves into the region, and that is going to bring us some possible showers and even a couple of thunderstorms tomorrow night. I'm going to keep a close eye out for a few storms that could have some gusty winds late tomorrow. I think most of those end up staying back to our west, but we want to make sure we're staying weather aware regardless. Then as we move into Thursday, we get another round along this front. It takes a little bit to move away. That's going to bring us more in the way of showers and widespread rain at times rather than thunderstorms. A rumble's possible, but I think it's more so the drips and the drops. The final hurrah of this system comes Thursday night and into Friday morning. And I will say, I do think some of the rain lingers into Friday early afternoon before this really starts to fade away on Friday night. That does mean, by the way, for those of you keeping track, the Feast of the Blessed Sacrament taking place in New Bedford starting tomorrow. It's Thursday, Friday. Nope, sorry, tomorrow's Wednesday. Starting Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. For the first day on Thursday, I do think we'll have a couple showers around. I think you're going to want the ponchos and the umbrellas. Keep that in mind. But then as we head to the weekend, it's like we're rewarded for dealing with the weather this week. It's going to be absolutely stunning. So if you're looking to make plans, maybe you're going to the feast, maybe you're going to the Charlestown Seafood Festival, maybe you just want to go to the beach unhindered. Well, guess what? Saturday and Sunday will be magnificent just for that. Upper 70s Saturday, low 80s on Sunday. And by the way, just to note, look at the temperature drop off from the 90s to the 70s the next couple of days. Friday, I think there's a chance we end up staying in the upper 60s. I think the warmest spots are in the 70s. So something to keep in mind. We really get a big cool down before this beautiful weekend ahead.
Well,